And what is going on? Uh, Pretty much, I don't even know what to say anymore. I truly don't. Okay, let me get rid of my overlay.
I don't even know what to think anymore either, bro. It's infuriating.
I know there's going to be some. I know there. And let's be real. I don't think. I do. I think everybody should just get started to blame Nick Sirianni too.
Nick Sirianni does not deserve the blame. You know who
No,
deserves the blame?
I know Gannon is part of it. I know that for a fucking
Gannon,
fact.
Gannon, sorry ass, a soft ass defense. Hurts being inaccurate.
And to be honest, I mean, look, I get it. It's his first full season. I really fucking hope not, because I do not want to go through that quarterback bullshit again. When in reality, hey, shout out to Mitch in the chat. Pleasure to see. But before I kind of go off track, if you and Tyler, you and I talked about this earlier in the video. We needed to start looking at linebackers. That's our main priority. And to be honest, I don't know any. I do think at this point, I feel like it's time to move on from Gannon, because it's obviously something's not working here with him. And I don't know, man. I truly don't.
The problem is he's running the same damn. He's running a worse defensive scheme than Schwartz did, and Schwartz had a shitty scheme.
That's true. I mean, it's just like, and the thing is, it's like I still have full confidence in Jalen Hurts going into the year 2, because like
I do too, but the problem is this game I couldn't defend him.
that I think nobody could,
I
but
couldn't defend him because the line was fucking great the entire game.
pretty much. I mean,
So you can't blame the inaccuracies on the offensive line.
you really can't. And let's be real. I mean, Amy and I watched like the post game. Like, I forgot, somebody made good points to say, look, with the right coaching staff, I think he's going to learn to improve on that. And granted, yes, it is his first full season. Like, there's still a lot of kinks to work out, despite the fact that we threw him in the fire the year prior. So, I mean, it was hard to really understand what Jalen Hurts really was. Granted, I mean, his numbers this regular at the end of the year was actually pretty decent in his first full season. So I'll give him a lot of credit for that. But be honest, I do think there's a lot with Hurts needs to really work on, especially it's just accurate. I think accuracy should be the number one key, because he's got everything else.
Here's the problem that I have with Hurts. It's not just his accuracy either. He can't read when a receiver is open.
That's true. That's another thing that
because there was one play. I think it was Quez Watkins who got open down the field, wide ass open down the field, and Hurts completely missed him and went with the check down.
Oh, pretty much, man. And Blue City, to kind of answer your question, this I've actually read some. This might be true. This is what I found interesting, that how we did want a DK and Justin Jefferson, but Laurie did not. So Laurie's actually getting in this note, and I don't know if I touched upon this, but Jeffrey Lurie is getting more involved in the decision making, where this should be on Howie. He is the GM.
Jeffrey Lurie pisses me off, because how do you pass up on DK and Justin Jefferson over Rager?
Oh, that's going to be in a whole video in itself. Dude, I'm going to
and then did you see, or like on the sideline after that
Devontae Smith was not having it.
Smith chewed his ass out.
Smith is a rookie. Like,
Smith's a fucking rookie.
And
he's completely right.
It's just me. I
completely freaking right to do that.
I don't know. I'm crazy. I think what Nick Saban has done in Alabama. I think he took what he learned from Nick Saban and actually try to put somebody, held somebody accountable.
Nick Saban instilled that dog mentality in him. That I'm going to play my best ball.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's just like, to be honest, I mean, I'm kind of, Rager doesn't even fucking care.
And Rager at this point, he's just like,
he's a bust at this point.
I'm getting my million, so I'm just going to drop everything and not give a shit.
And this is what, and a lot of analysts too. I think either Seth or like somebody else, like a former player, said just told Rager to stay off social media. That's the problem with Rager, is because I mean we all know this. We saw the screenshot of him clapping back at somebody on social media and all that bullshit. It's just like it's getting to the point where I feel like just release him because he's not. Well, I'm not going to say he's like an Antonio Brown, but I just feel like I think he's
not as bad as Antonio Brown, but the problem is he's not caring with his play. At least Antonio Brown cared enough to catch passes and score touchdowns.
And yeah, true. I mean, I mean, at this point, I mean, it's time to release him. I don't care what anybody said. And I think this dude's already, and I had a feeling he was going to be a bust going into year 2. I know that may be sounding like a stretch, but it's really seeming that way. And
year one, I'm like, all right, he's had a bad rookie season, whatever.
Plus, he's also hurt his rookie season too, which he missed a lot of games.
He was hurt a lot. We didn't see him enough. This season, no excuse.
Absolutely no excuse. And kind of going back to this team could have locked differently. We had Devontae Smith, Justin Jefferson, or DK fucking Metcalf. But no, Lurie has to stick his nose where it does not belong.
No.
And you've seen these other teams who are owners, kind of, it's just like, I don't know.
I feel bad for any Eagles fans that bet money on the Eagles.
I know I didn't.
That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, I feel bad if somebody bet on the Eagles today.
It can't be worse than someone bet on the Cowboys. I can tell you that much for a fact.
Yo, did you see the 2 fucking fans? Did you see the 2 fucking fans crying?
Oh my God.
I'm like, those are the bettors.
See, that's a huge comment of the night. Rager's better at pressing the block button on Twitter than actually catching the football and being a kick/punt returner. There, I said
it. He's a dick.
It's true. It is true.
And it's showing on the field that he does not care about the fans. He doesn't care about his job.
And Smith,
all he cares about is getting that money and leaving.
And if I'm seeing, this is why I think if I'm any veterans like Jason Kelce, Lane Johnson, if I'm seeing that, even in fucking Devontae Smith.
Honestly, I want to address him yelling at Rager. Again, I'm proud of you, Devontae.
Had the fact
you had the balls to chew that dude out.
To be honest, I think Smith is going to be a great locker room leader for the.
For sure. After what I saw today with him yelling and screaming at Rager for dropping a punt.
Yeah, it's just like, and this is why I think I'll give a lot of credit to Nick Saban to really putting that discipline into Devontae Smith. Because think about it this way, with Alabama, like if you fuck up, you're going to let it be known from Nick Saban himself.
You see Nick Saban during practices when he's mic'd up, and the first thing he says, "Don't piss me off."
And that's why I think it's just like I do think Nick Saban is probably one of the greatest. I mean, I see him in a stretch, but I do think he's probably one of not of the greatest college coach of all time.
Like honestly,
I know he's up there.
He's a college coach, so first and foremost, he has to be an educator first. And what he did for Devontae Smith, educating him on the game,
and you had
to have that dog mentality.
I'm trying to think who. And you also had, and look at Jalen Waddle with the Miami Dolphins. He's another guy. Yeah, he's like, and same with, Tua stepped up in the was it like third year, if I'm not mistaken?
Oh shit. Tua was in his third.
Oh shit, it's really 3 years for already Tua. Holy Christ, I thought it was 2 years. But
I think it was 2 years because last year he had missed the playoffs.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I think he was still dealing with that lingering hip injury this rookie year. But
maybe that's why Jalen Hurts got benched.
Well,
yes,
that too. And you got to think too. That also led him to transfer into Oklahoma.
because that dude's a little bitch and left because he got benched.
I mean, we saw it. Hell, even we saw with now current South Carolina Gamecock, Spencer Rattler. Like, I don't know, man. And do you know what's funny? I actually I actually realized this. I don't think Carson Wentz was not that bad of a quarterback. I'm going to be brutally honest.
Honestly, I'm going to say it right now. If Carson Wentz was the quarterback with this line that we have now,
and with Devontae Smith,
we'd be lighting this fucker up.
But the one thing I knocked him on is I think him gaining weight in the offseason, I think really what fucked him up. It fucked up his mobility because
it's Tagovailoa Nightings.
It's hard to really spell his last name, but I know where Blue City was going with that. And now with the draft coming up, for me, I think because obviously we definitely have 3 first-round picks. I think for the first 2, double down on linebackers because that's kind of the biggest need that we have. Oh shit. I think. Look, I mean, Sirianni and Steichen, I think they're pretty good offensive play callers. I think they've shown their growth over this entire season, but Gannon's out.
I mean, ship out, Gannon.
Is it bad that I say that? Is it bad that I actually miss Jim Schwartz a little bit? Is that bad?
That's bad because he's just as bad.
That's true, but at least, oh my god,
at least, Schwartz was good for a year.
That's
and then
true.
He sucked
and just blew it. Well, you got to think too, Blue City. Like I said, Lurie is also Lurie is putting in his nose where it does not belong. And you're seeing these other owners, other than Jerry Jones, is also an owner and / GM. So that's the only exception. But the owners don't make the decisions. It's the GM. And you see it. You saw it with, I don't know. Let's take John Lynch, for example, hitting on like players like Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel, Joey Bosa. I mean, look at those players. Like, just to name a few for that San Francisco 49ers team. That was all on Lynch's, scouting and the scouting department. It was not the owner. It was the GM. The GM makes all the decisions. And I don't know. And because at times I hate, it's like, how is it's the thing that you love and you hate at the same fucking time. In a certain context.
It's like a really shitty toxic relationship. One year they're loving, they love you,
and the next thing you know, you get
next pissed. They're drafting poorly and they're
it's just like it is. I mean, that's the best way we can put it.
Yeah.
But
remember when the Eagles beat the Green Bay Packers and Jeffrey Lurie got so upset with Peter?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like Lurie needs to context.
Lurie sticks his like Rob said. Lurie sticks his head where they don't belong. I feel like Lurie is trying to destroy this team.
I've see, and that's a good. How I read this, like, oh shit. Now I understand why I think, and I see. I don't know, man. It's a weird. I don't feel like Howie's not to blame, but I kind of feel like you should take not how this went, but missing out on Jefferson and DK Metcalf. I'm putting that on fucking Jeffrey Lurie for sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. And even Howie himself came out and said, I wanted Justin Jefferson. I was like, what the fuck? Like
we literally could have had Justin Jefferson and then a year later have freaking Devontae.
And then we also we could have had a great trio. DK.
We probably would have won today if we had those quarterback or those receivers.
I'm going to have a gut feeling that he might said something about that.
Oh, he probably is going off on Lurie saying, "Yo, we could have won this game if we drafted people that I wanted to have."
Yeah, even it's just like I feel like Lurie is mostly the problem here in Philly, and I don't think it's Howie. Well, I mean, I know Howie at times is a pain in the ass, but I thought what could have been a team that had DK, Justin Jefferson, obviously Devontae Smith, and we still could have had Carson Wentz, if he didn't gain that weight and actually stayed healthy.
We still could have had a Super Bowl team. That's what pisses me off.
And Laurie said, "No, fuck this shit," and just flipped.
We're just gonna blow it up. Go 4-11. Come back. Finish 9-8, okay enough to make the playoffs,
and stink it up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Completely stink it up in the first round.
But then again,
I expected to lose though, but I didn't expect to lose.
Come on, have some fucking dignity. Like even Hunter Brody of Rhodes Media, actually, his reaction says it all. Like, he was fucking pissed to beyond belief. And it kind of gets to the point where, I don't know, man. It's just like we could have had a dynasty if we still had Carson Wentz. We could have had Justin Jefferson, DK. Obviously, we have Devontae Smith. See, Laurie's never fucking happy. Nothing pleases that guy. At this point, I mean, can we just ask for a new fucking owner at this point in time?
Just dump this owner because
he's been the owner since 1994. It's just like, I don't know, man. God damn.
I literally had to restart Madden because the EA servers freaking failed on me.
Not surprised, but I don't know.
But
man.
Holy shit, this game, bro!
Like, it gets to the point where it's just like,
can you bring up the plays on YouTube?
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
Because I want to discuss what happened here.
Just bear with me, guys.
Pull up that play where he misses Quez Watkins down the middle.
Give me 1 second here. Jesus. Okay, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay. I think this might be it. Okay, let me see. Mute this. Okay, let me get back to... Okay. To be honest, I'm not surprised that Mike McCarthy gets fired. I really do not. I am not surprised. For those who...
All right, now hit full screen.
Okay.
All right.
Here, let me try to see if I can slow this down. See if any...
Yeah, you can slow it down. I wonder if I can make the screen bigger because it's like at like a phone. It's like phone quality.
Well, this is because that's how I found. This is how the video I found at this.
Okay.
It's the best I can get.
All right. Well, that's fine. All right. Well, then look right here. All right. Of course, you see the tight end, but look down the field here. Wide ass open.
Exactly.
Keep playing it.
It's only 8 seconds long, by the way.
All right, replay it again. But just don't pause it. Just keep playing it. What he has to do here. You see Quez Watkins get open down the field. All he has to do is climb the pocket, throw the ball. That line gave him so much time to climb that pocket. See Quez Watkins go down the field, get open. He could have threw that ball.
Oh, definitely.
Climb the pocket, see the guy that's going down the field, and keep it up there.
Hey, true, man.
He's too inaccurate, and he can hide by simply running. Never going to work. Here's the thing. He can be accurate when he wants to. He's made those plays before where he threw a deep ball and it's caught. The problem is
he doesn't do it on a consistent basis.
He's not consistent with it. And also, he doesn't read the defense well. And he didn't read that Quez Watkins was open on that play.
That is very true.
It took Dan Orlovsky, the worst Lions quarterback ever, to notice that.
Let's be real.
Dan Orlovsky saw that.
For the guy, okay, so for a guy who actually try to go back and calls himself that little blunder.
The same guy who didn't see that he was in the back of the end zone saw that Quez was open.
Oh my God.
Like it's infuriating, dude.
It is very infuriating. But then again, like we said time and time again, being a Philly sports fan is a blessing and a curse. And this has actually showed the curse side of things mostly.
All right.
But I don't know, man. I mean, look, kind of wrap this up the season. I wish this is not the way we ended it. And look, to be honest, I expected
a loss.
To not to this extent.
Not a blowout loss.
But then again, I mean, but yeah. Well, I mean, I get it. I mean, we did finish above 500. That's great, but there's a lot more work to do going down the road from here on out.
You need a quarterback coach.
You need definitely a better quarterback. I mean,
you need linebackers. You need a defensive coordinator.
I mean, at this point, man, I can take we could use anybody at this point in time.
Sure, you showed up the offensive line. That's fine and dandy. That was one thing that we needed to address big time, and we did that.
Now it's time for the linebackers to be fixed.
Get some linebackers.
Because we really had we haven't really had a decent linebacking core since 2017. So we had some
not even 2017.
Shit.
Because we had shitty linebackers then.
Oh, that's right. I forget.
We relied heavily on the blitz. That's what got us great defense.
That's true. And
in today's passing league, you can't do that.
I mean,
blitz is not going to work every time.
Because a lot of teams, and you see good teams exploit the blitz. I don't know. Maybe let's talk. I'm trying to think of okay, let's think of the Green Bay Packers on a good day. And you see I don't know, maybe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers blitz, and you see these other Aaron Rodgers really pick apart that blitz. And look, the thing about the blitz is it's can either work or it's going to blow up in your face. And like Tyler said, in this kind of league, it's going to blow up right in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. I don't.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah,
there's some other game. There was another thing that happened too, but we're not gonna talk about that until the podcast. Where a certain object was thrown onto a field.
Oh, right.
We're gonna talk about that on the podcast.
Oh my God, it's very bad enough that this Eagles team is making me cough to the point where I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna die.
Overall though.
I don't think it was a bad season overall. It's just we have a lot of shit to clean up.
We have so much to work on. Much.
If we can start taking it one step, hell, even before the fucking OTAs in April, start getting that shit cleaned up ASAP. If you can do that and take that into OTAs and training camp and start kind of fine tuning things, I think the outcome could be a little bit different. But for right now, it just got. Lori, another thing too, this is a message towards you. Stay the hell out of the draft because don't fuck this up for us. Because you fucked up twice.
That leads me to another thing. Jonathan Gannon.
What the fuck?
Stop playing soft ass defense. It's not going to work.
These blown coverages, and you see in a lot of even the regular season, blown coverages is what fucking killed us.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem that I had. The deep ball, Eagles had it covered all day.
Oh, yeah.
The damn check downs, and
the
short
screens.
route passes.
That's what killed
us. Those are the easiest passes that you should be able to cover. And
definitely.
You have these linebackers and cornerbacks just stand there, wait for the ball to get caught.
And this is why I think you look in the later rounds, start going. I know that because we all know that the draft is in April, but since obviously we have 3 first rounds picks, but Lori, stay the fuck out of the draft. Let Howie hit, because obviously, and you saw it too. Howie picked Devontae Smith on his own, and this is why I think. Look, say what you want about Howie. Most of this shit, and I know we're kind of beating a dead horse about it. Look at the players that we missed on. Obviously, DK, Justin Jefferson. I'm trying to think about who else did we miss. I'm drawing a blank, but there's so countless other great players that are in with other different teams that we missed on.
Yep,
and that was on Lori.
It was totally
because, and I think Howie put out a quote one time and said, "No, I wanted Justin Jefferson." And for some odd reason there was conflict in the front office between Howie and Jeffrey Lurie, and to really say like the relationship is different, I tend to disagree because I had a sense of feeling a conflict between the two because I know this may sound crazy. I think Howie actually had the common sense to figure out who was the great talent, and we saw DK and Justin Jefferson. We fucking passed on both. Hell, it was another guy in I think the last year's draft, JOK for the Cleveland Browns, dropped in the 3rd round. We could have had him to kind of help out to solidify that defense. Did we get him? Absolutely not. We fucked up on him too. So it goes to show that at times this is not even Howie's fault. Even Howie is trying to do something for us. He wants to have the winning culture. I know that may sound crazy that I'm praising Howie, but if you look at it from objectively, it's just that Lori I don't know. There's something about Lori I just do not like. I just feel like he's too stubborn in his own ways that he doesn't really want to see the bigger picture. Yes, he's one of the factors that brought the Super Bowl in 2017. Yes, we all get that. But look in the past. We had some great players in the past. Even great coaches. Jim Johnson, probably one of the greatest Eagles defensive coordinators that we've seen in the 2000s. You had Sheldon Brown, Brian no, oh shit, was it Westbrook or Westbrook was a running back. You had Brian Dawkins. You had Asante Samuel. I don't know why he said Asante Samuel. Jeremiah Trotter. He was a fucking beast for us in the 2000s. Like, we don't have that anymore. And this is why I think we need someone like a Jim Johnson kind of type of defensive coordinator that actually knows how to use veteran presence and instill that discipline on that. If we can do that, I think we're going to have an elite defense. I mean, Slay, played out of his fucking mind. Let's be real. Fuck the NFL for all this bullshit. It's like, but I kind of understand where we're going to go with this about the little snub, but that's here nor there. But you guys understand the kind of point that I'm trying to make here. Howie, regardless of what your point of view is about him, I think he has the capability for us. He wants to do it for us, but hey, what is going on, Awesomeness Sports?
What up?
Another fellow Washington fan. And let's be real, I kind of just feel like for me, I feel like it's time for a new owner and just kind of like make a few changes.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, get rid of Gannon. I mean, that's self-explanatory. Because it's like,
I'm good. How are we doing today?
To be honest, could be better.
Could be a bit better. Our team lost, but we're not too upset about it because we're not the ones getting paid, but still.
I mean, shit, man. Like, at least have some fucking dignity to go out the way that you did. But I mean,
At least keep it close. Sure, you went down 7-0. I'm like, all right, we'll come back from this. Go down 14-0. Okay, cool.
then 24,
then it was 24. Then it was like 31. I'm like, yeah, we're done.
Trust me, I didn't even watch the remainder of the game. It was just that bad.
I about left the fucking living room because I was watching it in my living room.
It was funny is, I kind of turned it on just on MLB Network. It's like, screw this. I'll just watch some old baseball from 2017, or 2019, wherever they had broadcasts. And it's like, this is a lot. And this is why I think and I know I don't really want to make a comparison, but at least let's be real. I think the Sixers are a little bit more fun to watch than the Eagles. I'm not saying not to disrespect the Eagles, but I just feel like the Sixers put on more of a better product. At least, actually had dignity to either win or lose. Compared to the Eagles, they just don't give a shit. Well, I might be wrong on that. That depends on what game you're seeing.
Even the Phillies lost with some goddamn dignity.
Even though some of the series was embarrassing.
Yeah, but Eagles have
that is true.
Eagles have a bright future, but they're not. Yeah, we know we weren't going to defeat the world champions.
But I mean, at least
look like you tried. Don't shit the bed from the first quarter to the fourth.
Yes.
At least look honestly, like you're trying.
I truly feel bad for you lost your sanity because of that bullshit.
Dude, they drove me to fucking drink today. I had a beer.
Oh, that's even.
They drove me to fucking drink.
Like, I just left to go to work. Say, fuck this shit, man. Even though but let's be real. Look, I am pissed off, but I'm not that mad. It's it's hard to describe. It's like you're not pissed off.
We're both in like some weird zen state where it's like we're not.
It's like we're in the Twilight Zone for some odd reason.
Like we're not mad, but we're not happy.
I think we're mad. We're just Jesus Christ, these goddamn spam bots. Fuck off.
Ooh, this spam bot's Russian.
Yeah. Eagle Fanning says could be worse.
They could have lost like the Patriots and Steelers. Eagles lost by 16 points, 2 touchdowns. But here's the thing: they were down 30-0, and then scored 2 touchdowns late because Brady led them.
But yeah, we're gonna get in more depth on that Patriots game. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I feel every single freaking drive ended in a goddamn touchdown for the Bills. I'm like,
it's like,
at least we made a stop once.
But all in all, I mean, if Howard can find a way to, but if he does hit on some great picks, if Laurie keeps his nose out of it, I think we got more. To be honest, I feel like we can double up on linebacker. I mean, Nakobe Dean looks like a stud. I think he can be hopefully a great fit with this linebacker course. Same with Christian Harris, because the way that I see it, we need a pass coverage linebacker.
Yeah,
because I think TJ Edwards, for what the kind of linebacker he is, I think you could probably also use in a blitz every now and again. But I think we need a pass coverage linebacker, and we haven't. Who was the last pass coverage linebacker we had? Was it Oh, shit, I'm drawing the blank here.
I'm assuming it was.
I thinking. Yeah, Nakobe Dean. I'm actually very high on.
Yeah, I'm high on Nakobe Dean too,
and Christian Harris too. Also a linebacker out of Alabama.
Yeah,
and this is why
I saw that game too. I saw that national championship game. They were okay, but like,
because I mean, I think the best lineman and look, we all know that this year is lineman heavy. I mean. Lineman and linebacker heavy, and I get it's a weak quarterback class. I know there's going to be some that's going to be obviously Matt Corral from Ole Miss is going to be falling. If he did not get, shit, I forgot about Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, I forgot about Devin Lloyd too. Oh shit, Brandon Smith from Penn State. Nah, I'm not really feeling Brandon Smith.
I feel like that's tough. I mean. Nakobe Dean, from what I saw, I mean, I thought he's got some potential. For me, I feel like, and let's be real, Slay called me crazy. He doesn't want Christian Harris. Is like, have you not seen how Christian Harris played? Look, I get it. Georgia won the national title, but he actually Christian Harris was great in the pass coverage, something we have not had in a very long time. And
if they don't, and the thing is, you need a guy from Alabama because they have heart
and heart and discipline.
Yep, because
we saw that come to fruition in the form of Devontae Smith showing out Jalen Reagor, who is in his second fucking year. Like, how that's embarrassing. But that's here nor there. But I mean, for me going to next year, give Devontae Smith a captain patch, because that's something that
for fucking sure, dude.
The fact he did what he did,
that takes a lot of guts, a lot of balls, a lot of gumption to just sit there and be like, you know what?
I say, what the fuck? He's like,
what the fuck you doing, dude?
Like,
that's what he said to Reagor. What the hell are you doing out there?
Pretty much. And I kind of touched upon this too, Eagle Fang, that the Lurie, in a certain sense, kind of really fucked us in the way that he's now getting more involved with the team activities, which, let's be real. Yeah, we're basically in the top 20 with the first round picks.
Yeah, we got like 3 of them.
Yeah, we got 3 first round picks. 15, 16, and probably somewhere in the top 20. Like, if God, Lurie, stay the fuck out of the draft, because you fucked up twice. You screwed Howie. Let's be real. Screwing Howie getting Justin Jefferson and our fucking DK Metcalf pisses me the fuck off. Like, come on, you're the owner. Stay the hell out of it. Like, if you would like to oversee it, fine. Keep your input out of that, because it's like it's getting to the point where, like, if I'm Howie, if I'm Howie, I'm keeping a mental like a track record in the back of my head. It's just like, he better not be because I don't know, man. It's just like, it's bad that I'm getting triggered over Jeffrey Lurie, but
Metcalf's name has been in the trade rumor along with Ridley.
I want
what
Ridley.
You want. Honestly, I wouldn't be mind by getting Metcalf. Write that shit.
How about maybe if we can find a way to trade to get Metcalf and Calvin Ridley?
Yeah, get Metcalf and Ridley. Dump Reagor sorry ass. Dump Arcega's sorry ass.
I mean, or technically, most people that I know, we call him Umbrella Man. Like, God damn it! But yeah, it's embarrassing to have someone like, oh shit. But other than that, I mean, like we said, there's a lot of work to do going into next year and the year after that.
All right, who do you got going to Super Bowl?
Going to Super Bowl, I like to say the Bills, but I feel like it's kind of a stretch. I know they're going to find a way to fall. For me, I want the 49ers because I actually kind of like that how well built that team is. And let's be real, knocking out the Cowboys makes it even bittersweet. So, I mean, hey, look, it makes my day
honestly,
a little bit better.
Them knocking out the Cowboys just rectified the entire day. In my
Pretty
opinion.
much, man. It's just like I just saw the finals, like, yeah. It just I had a bright smile on my face, like, okay, look, I can pretty much put this in behind. But other than that, see, I mean, as much as I'd like to see the Chiefs too, but I'm kind of tired of having to see the Chiefs in the playoffs each and every year. It's kind of, and look, I'm not saying it's just saying like an asshole, but it's just like it's getting tiresome. But then again, I mean, knowing the Bills, which, let's be real, who can understand, who can name a team that lost 4 straight Super Bowls in the 90s? Like, how unlucky can you fucking get? Like, come on. That still blows my mind.
I feel like if the Bills make it, they're winning it because they're going to have a chip on their shoulder with that.
Like literally. But I'm trying to think. Oh, man, that's right. Oh, that's right. I'm trying to actually. I might check to see because I know that tonight technically today the Steelers and the Chiefs played, but I'm pretty sure that because I hate the Steelers as an upset.
I think they're playing right now. I think, or probably they play a little bit. they played at like 8:00, so it's like they're either still on or it's over.
Damn, man, the Steelers lost 42-21 against the Chiefs.
Well, that's kind of.
But then again, it is kind of expected to get your ass beat by the Chiefs. But and it's funny too. Like I also looked at the even the matchup between Dallas and San Francisco. Even in the past, Dallas has won all 3 matchups back in the day. But then again, and for those who don't know, my buddy Mitch, he's another Eagles fan, but we kind of poke fun of him because he picked the Bills to win the Super Bowl, and we're kind of actually looking at something. Oh shit, he might be. There's making it. I can see the Bills doing that because I think the Bills can beat KC. I think any team can be beaten. I mean, we saw the pay. Oh, oh my god! Thank God I did not watch that fucking game. But good lord!
I literally was just
like what?
What is going on right now? About like the second quarter, it was like 27-0.
I was like, shit.
At half, and the next thing you know, they're scoring 4 more times. I'm like, what the hell?
But yeah, I mean, it's just like we said. I know we're kind of beating a dead horse because, for the Eagles, just start getting a lot of things cleaned up since it's already in the all season. So get to it. Just please, and even this applies to life too. Don't wait till the last minute to get stuff cleaned up. And the Eagles need to get on that right now.
Yeah.
And look, I know. Look, if I'm trying to put myself in Sirianni's shoes, I know I'm gonna be mentally pissed because because he knew he wanted to run and that's a very good point. And actually, that's a very good point too. Like, it's like, I don't know, like we said. I mean, Jeffrey Lurie is one hard guy to please because obviously, for those who don't know, he's been he's owned this team since 1994. We've been through a lot of ups and downs, many different fucking head coaches. Probably the best one we went through was Andy Reid. But then again, I might be wrong because I feel like we had other better head coaches. I know Rich Kotite was not the best, in my honest opinion.
Rich Kotite was trash.
Oh, gee. Yeah, I feel like Buddy Ryan was the best. Well, one of the best ones that we had. Buddy Ryan. And then, obviously, we got stuck with Rich Kotite after that. Oh, geez. This is way before my time. So
I think Buddy Ryan was 80s.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. And think about it this way, man. We had some... And, that's right. Jets got stuck with him. I remember I saw some highlight. I saw some clips with that. It's like, I mean, at least we all... That's crazy, man. I mean, for a team as old as we are, since actually us and Pitts, actually, I am wrong. The Arizona Cardinals is the most oldest football franchise. I think they were founded in, and I didn't know that. It's like, shit, they're that old because were founded in 1898. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shit. I thought we were old, but obviously we were founded in 1933. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I have anything more to add to that because I mean we pretty much got
just not an NFL coach, never belong.
I mean, Eagle fans, it's just I mean, let's be real. I mean, I know I remember there's some really bad moments and that sometimes we could remember as Eagles fans. I mean, and look, I mean, we had some great players coming through. I mean, Donovan McNabb. I mean, we had Randall Cunningham and despite the fact Randall Cunningham, is one of it. Think about it this way: without Randall Cunningham, we would not see like players like Lamar Jackson. Oh, Jesus Christ, with these fuck off Russian bots, nobody cares. Get out of here. But other than that, I don't know. I don't even know what else to add at this point.
All we've got to say is that the Eagles have a lot of work to do. The playoffs start off boring with 3 blowouts.
Right.
And
it's just like, just really get to work ASAP, basically, in other words.
Yeah, get to work.
Like the all season starts now.
Yeah.
And Sirianni, I mean, just try to implement a lot bit more creativity. And if he can add more creativity to his play calling, I think this team can actually, the offense can actually be at least be decent. Well, not say decent, but you know what I mean when it comes to play calling.
And again, Jonathan Gannon, if you do manage to stick around, stop playing soft ass coverage.
And kind of adds to one more point. The fact that he's getting considered as a high, I find it very laughable that he's getting really considered to be hired or interviewed as a head coach. It's like, yikes. Exactly. How? Like the Broncos interviewed him, the Minnesota Vikings interviewed him. And I was like, sheesh. Who else is desperate for a coach? I mean, then again, the Giants fired Joe Judge. I mean, which is very contradictory in itself. It's like, really? But that's here and there. Oh, right. I forgot about oh, my God. I forgot Bill O'Brien interviewed.
He's going to fucking trade everybody.
Ooh, wow. He's going to trade everybody for a fucking corn dog. And if we experienced that before with a certain someone we should not name, who we're not going to say.
Chip Kelly.
You know what?
We'll trade Trevor Lawrence for a third-round pick.
You know, I can see that.
Yep.
And just
that's what he's going to do. He's going to trade a franchise guy for a third round.
Let's just say hypothetically that happens, and Trevor Lawrence goes off and becomes like this great quarterback we all expected him to be. Oh Lord. Oh right, yeah. Eagles fans coming from Twitch. That's right, because some knucklehead decides to want to ban him off of fucking YouTube, jackass. But other than that, I mean, like we said, Eagles get on it. How we take a look at this. And honestly, man, we miss you here on the platform. We truly do, man. We truly do.
Yeah. But hey, at least we're on Twitch too, doing shows and
so I mean,
helping those people out.
By the way, if you're gonna, because it's like, so other than that, I mean, like we said, Eagles, Sirianni, get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tyler said, Gannon, either you fix your shit or pack your bags and get out.
Yep.
And then if I'm Howie, it's just because like if I'm putting myself in Howie's shoes and seeing how the defense is like, I would like to see. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be stuck with Gannon for another year, though. That's that's what worries me. And I get it. Our defense was decent, but it was not great to a certain extent, to the point where it was like an elite defense.
Yeah.
If let's say hypothetically, if Gannon does find a way to fix his shit and actually flip the script and actually put some creativity behind his play calling, and if the defense turns out elite going into 2022, maybe we could have a different argument for Jonathan Gannon. But for right now, I think the same argument stands as either you fix your shit or pack your bags. It's one of those two options. But I don't know, man. It's just like, honestly, I want to see, obviously not having Brandon Graham sucks. I'll admit that right now. Same with Brandon Brooks. I thought he played great before he went down with an injury. I mean, obviously not having Lane why did I say Lane Johnson? Shit. Obviously we understand what he went through and why we missed him. It's just,
I think he played.
Yeah, he played, but think about it, we missed him for some time because he took a brief mental break.
Yeah,
but it is what it is, though. I mean, and Kelsey. I think
he's damn penalties from that guy. 2.
Who would have thought? Technically 2 bullshit penalties at that, but not
really. One wasn't bullshit.
Well, one of them one is and one is. The fact is like, but that's here or there. But I think, all in all, I mean, there's going to be some players that we're going to miss if they do decide to hang it up. Jason Kelsey is one of them because it's like he pretty much what. And I get it. You know, some football players don't really last that long. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, except for Tom Brady, who's lasted for 20 years. I mean, anything is possible. But then again, seeing Brandon Graham doesn't want to feel like retiring. Hey, look, the fact he's going to be healthy going into 2022. Please, it's just like we missed him. I think, and this is why I think. And I know this may sound stupid. I think the defense, even with Jonathan Gannon's play call, even with Brandon Graham in there, I thought looked great or good, I should say. Not great, but
I feel like the line bails him out a lot.
Yeah, I think it does. I could agree with that.
And without those stops, without those sacks,
this team could have been a lot different on paper.
We could have been like the freaking Patriots in this game.
Oh, but yeah, like we said, we're going to go. But other than that, I mean, like Tyler said, we're going to really go over into all the wild card games. Obviously, tomorrow night is the Rams and the Cardinals, and I
live on ESPN and ABC. Which I thought it was just only going to be on ESPN, and I'm thinking, shit, it's going to be on regular TV too. So I'm like, thank God.
But and another thing too. Congrats to the Bengals fans out there who actually dealt that. Oh, actually, I'd never really thought of it.
Oh yeah, that was a big waste.
Oof, yeah, that is
all to get destroyed by their arch rivals. Yes,
and think about it this way: there was the two teams were battling for the division at the time, but other than that, I mean, I really have nothing else to add. But congrats to the Bengals though for turning around though, man. Like, come on.
First time since 1991 that they won a playoff game.
And what's funny is I saw like what was popular back in 1991. It's like
you had Jordan still playing. Madonna's dishing out freaking number one hits. You had Home Alone coming out.
It's like shit, man.
It was like
I wish.
You can now send a text about the Bengals winning. Yeah, honestly, the damn.
Yeah.
Thing.
Oh, geez. Do not get me started on the that shitty reboot.
Home Alone 20. No.
Oh, God, that was bad.
It should just die now. Disney Plus adding that freaking.
But yeah, but other than that, you know what? Actually, I want to say this too. I think my sleeper pick to win the Super Bowl, I'm going to go with the Bengals being my sleeper pick. Because the fact that Joe Burrow still remains the same coming out of college, was it year 2 with him, if I'm not mistaken?
Year 2, we got drafted last year.
And the fact that he still kept that same poise, that calm, collected, cool as a cucumber, like body language, is like shit, man. No wonder. See, this is why I think he's living up to that height. And the fact that he's coming back from a major injury. Not to add to that is, and the fact that he's Jesus Christ, the fact that he was also getting consideration for MVP, like, come on now, like we said, like, congrats to the Bengals for actually.
The thing with Joe Burrow, I expected this level of play from him.
I thought this is more.
Completely expected it. Fun fact: Jets beat both the Bengals and Titans the second year in a row, where the loser Jets team has to be the two top level teams in the regular season last year, and it was the Browns and Rams.
It's still
unsolved mysteries how they beat both. Every time it was by some dumb luck. Every time
he's just for me. Even and I took or I'm going to kind of go more in depth. But I kind of talked about this too. I think on a couple shows. Well, as bad as the Jets were, they got some bright spots. Let's be real. I mean, they got some bright spots on that team. Not gonna lie. If they can do the right thing, please hope to God, because Zach Wilson looked like he's shown some flashes to be a good quarterback. CJ Mosley has been a stud on the defensive end of the football. Denzel Mims, let's be real, I kind of feel like he's a bust at this point because he hasn't really shown up.
If Joe Douglas does
Joe Douglas
draft night he did in 2020, we will be all right.
Yeah, so because that's right, it was path to the draft. Because we kind of talked about, because I know we're going to kind of go over what because me, Dante, and Eric, we kind of talked about, because when we got to the Jets pick, it's like, shit, what can the Jets do? And Eric, yeah, look, I know you're pissed, but take it from us. We passed on 2 fucking spectacular players.
The thing is, you passed on
Chase Claypool,
but Denzel Mims is not that bad.
True, but
we passed upon 2 fucking guys for 2 bumps.
Yeah. So yeah, Tristan Wirfs got it. Yeah, I mean, but other than that, I mean, for me, I feel like, I think the Jets have a decent offense, but for me, because we went, actually, what's crazy, me and Eric actually kind of went corner for the Jets, and taking, I think the first corner was taken off the board for the Jets was Derek Stingley Jr. and Andrew Booth is another guy, as another corner that we hypothetically had the Jets doubling down on the corner, because I think, and I might be right or wrong, but I think Eagle Fan could probably get clear this up. I think you guys need to tighten up that secondary, because I do think, I think you guys got a good defense. Oh, that's right. I forgot about Kyle Hamilton or Evan Neal. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait and see, because I think this draft's gonna be very interesting this year. I know it's a weak quarterback class. I mean, there's some good quarterback talent. Some are probably going to fall lower than others, but we're going to have to wait and see what these kind of players are going to go to, because
yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I got really nothing else to add.
I got nothing else to add to this offseason is underway in Philly. The playoffs are underway. Some teams got eliminated already.
So we don't have to hear Dallas fans. Well, that's a whole nother thing.
We got one more game of wild card weekend,
Monday night.
And then after that, playoffs are underway, divisional round.
Yep. And then it's going to get very interesting there. And then also in April, the NFL draft's coming up. So me and Tyler are probably going to, we're actually holding off. We're actually going to do like a mock simulator.
We're doing a mock simulator the week before the draft.
The week before the draft. So that's right. Hey, Dallas being classless as
I was talking about that, and I'm like, yeah, you talk about us being classless. They have no class.
Like, I don't know, man. But other than that, because we're about to hit an hour, so we're probably going to end it here. You're probably going to catch us again on Wednesday at 3:00. Mm-hmm. To go over like recaps and like other topics we're going to go over. That kind of thing, and maybe add a few segments here and there. Hey, peace out, Eagle.
Peace out, homie.
Can't wait to see you back.
Yeah, man.
But with that being said, this is Robert and Tyler from the Philly Sports Talk podcast. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Yes.